For years, the story was the same. Our best and brightest minds leaving Canada, drawn to the magnetic pull of Silicon Valley and the towering skyscrapers of London. Canada educated them, but other countries reaped the rewards. It was a slow, quiet brain drain, but that story just ended. Prime Minister Mark Carney's recent $2.4 billion investment in artificial intelligence isn't a funding announcement. It was a declaration of sovereignty, a strategic move to secure Canada's future in an age dominated by algorithms and silicon. This isn't just about building data centers and collect the economic boost from it. It's about building careers. It's about national security. It's about taking back control. In this report, we will break down the ripple effect of this historic investment. We will look at three critical sections. First, the investment in itself. How $2.4 billion buys more than hardware. It buys Canada a front seat to the future. Second, the jobs. How this funding directly translates into high-paying next-generation careers, creating Canada's biggest job program in a generation. And third, the homecoming. How this strategic adventure is already beginning to attract our top talents back home, creating the great Canadian brain gain. This is the story of how Canada decided to stop renting its future from foreign giants and started building its own. This story is part of the bigger economic textbook written by Mark Carney on how to make our Canadian economy more prosperous than it has ever been and create an even stronger, more sovereign Canada. Let's be clear. Mark Carney, an economist and global banking leader, didn't just spend $2.4 billion. No, he made a strategic acquisition. The world runs on compute, the raw processing power that fuels AI. Until now, that power was largely concentrated, controlled by a handful of American and Chinese tech titans. Controlled to run our critical systems, our banking, our government data, our military logistics. We have effectively become tenants in someone else's digital empire. But Prime Minister Mark Carney didn't just see a line item in a budget. He saw our vulnerability and he moved to fix it, to secure it. This funding is a down payment on Canada's digital independence. By building robust domestic AI infrastructure, we ensure that the core of our national intelligence is housed here in Canada, on our Canadian soil, governed by our Canadian laws. This is not an anti-tech move. It is a pro-Canada move. It's the 21st century equivalent of building the National Railroad or a national broadcasting corporation. It's the foundational infrastructure for the next 100 years of our economy. Carney didn't buy servers. He bought sovereignty. He secured Canada's front row seat at the table that will define this century. And in doing so, he sent a clear message to the world. Canada will be a player, not a pawn in the AI revolution. Because an empire of servers is nothing without the mind to command them. And that is where the narrative shifts from a national strategy to kitchen table economics. Our Prime Minister is securing a prosperous future for Canadian families. This $2.4 billion is, in effect, the launch of Canada's biggest, most targeted job program in a generation. Let's break down exactly how this funding translates into paychecks. It starts at the core. Building this infrastructure requires top-tier talents, AI infrastructure engineers, hardware specialists and data center operation managers, just to name a few. Those are not temporary construction jobs. They are permanent high-tech careers. With this world-class computing power available on home soil, Canadian startups no longer need to move away to California to scale. They can build their technology right here. Canada is, after all, the birthplace of AI. And those companies need armies of specialists, machine learning engineers, data scientists, AI safety research, software development, and so many other specialists. Just to make this absolutely clear, there would be no Silicon Valley without immigrant workers, students, technicians. Silicon Valley was not built by US brains. That would be a socio-mathematical impossibility. It was built by immigrant brains from India, China, and yes, Canada. And the ripples spread further. Every major corporation in Canada, from our banks to our manufacturers, will need to integrate AI. And with it comes the need for AI specialists to implement and maintain. Those are high-paying next-generation jobs that simply didn't exist a decade ago. This isn't a trickle-down effect. It's a tidal wave of opportunities. It's about salaries that can secure a family's future. It's about career security in the industry of tomorrow. Mark Carney didn't just launch a policy. He launched a million career path right here at home. For decades we lamented the brain drain. The magic pull of the Bay Area was simply too strong. So we lost our best and brightest. But magnets can be reversed. The single most powerful economic outcome of Carney's investment isn't just the jobs it creates. It's the talent we attract back. We are now on the cusp of the great Canada brain gain. Imagine you are a top Canadian AI researcher at a giant tech firm in California. You're doing well, but you hear the call from home. You hear that Canada is building the most advanced AI infrastructure on the planet. And don't get me wrong, that is exactly what we are doing. So you hear the call that your unique skills are not just wanted, but are critical to a national project. You see the opportunity to work on cutting-edge problems with public funding for the benefit of your own country. And you see the chance to do it while enjoying the quality of life, the healthcare, and the communal safety that Canada offers. The calculus has changed, my friends. The dream is no longer a cramped apartment in San Francisco. The new dream is a leading role in shaping the future, from a world-class lab in Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal. It's a career-defining opportunity without a passport. Mark Carney didn't just fund AI, he founded a homecoming. He made Canada the most desirable place on earth to launch an AI career. The talent that built Silicon Valley is now being summoned back to build a smarter, more sovereign Canada. And to those who asked if taxpayers' money can truly compete with the bottomless pockets of US tech giants, this is the wrong question. This isn't about winning an arms race of capital. It's about winning a battle of purpose. And private money always follows private profits, no matter if it's funded by government money or venture capitalists. This $2.4 billion isn't competing with Silicon Valley. It is building Canada's sovereign alternative. It's the seed capital for an ecosystem that will grow out of its own and that we control. Our talent, our rules, our future. We are not trying to outspend them. We are building opportunities so our best minds don't have to leave. So, what just happened? A leader with a global perspective made a locally transformational decision. Mark Carney rejected a future of dependency and chose for a future of self-determination. This 2.4 billion investment is a catalyst. It's the shield that protects our digital sovereignty. It is the engine that will drive a generation of high-paying jobs. And it is the beacon that is calling the best minds back to Canadian shores. The ripple effect is just beginning. From the server farms to the research labs to the family diner table, where a parent has a new high-paying job they can be proud of. You better believe that the world is watching us. They see a nation not just participating in the AI revolution, but deliberately shaping its own destiny within it. Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited that Canada is building the biggest data center in the world? By the way, if this video gave you value, I would really love it if you subscribe. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. So please, do support that goal if you are curious. And if you like this channel's deep dives, ring the bell so you won't miss my next one. Thanks for watching. I'm Wilfried Lemkuller from Europe Curious.
You by our side, and we spent so many nights thinking how you did us wrong. Now we've banded all together. Your tariff made us strong, and so you know you're not so great. There's not a snowball's chance in hell will be your 51st state. You really need our resources for more than we need you, so now just go. Walk out the door. We do not need you. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who instigated these trade fights? You'll soon grow to regret it when we turn off your lights in the gutter. We will survive. As long as we can think and work, we know we'll stay alive. We have all we really need. We can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. There's been a change. It's time anew. We're not that fledgling little country stealing all of you. We are now a nation proud that is happy to be free. You didn't realize you gave us our own identity, so now just go. We will survive. As long as we can think and work, we know we'll stay alive. Yeah, but all we really need, we can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. We will survive.
51st state, my fucking ass. Go on, Canada.